Hi, and welcome to the Inner Swim YouTube yoga channel. I'm Jaylyn, and this is a short and sweet yin yoga practice for you that should hopefully help you to just relax, relieve some tension or stress, and just generally feel good in your mind and your body. So before we begin, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you love yoga, because that's all that we do here. And definitely check out innerswim.com for more in-depth courses, practices, and even one-on-one therapeutic offerings. So for your yin practice, it would be helpful to have a pillow or a bolster. It's not necessary, but it might be nice for some of the postures. So if you do have one handy, go ahead and grab that. It might also be nice to practice on a yoga mat or a blanket. So once you've got your little set up and you're feeling ready, we'll start in a comfortable seated position. Maybe with the legs crossed or with the soles of the feet together. And just rest your hands on your knees. You can rest your palms face down if you would like a little more grounding, or face up for a little more energizing. Maybe closing down your eyes. Take a moment just to settle into your body, into your practice. And we'll enjoy 7 nice long breaths here. So in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Good, now just breathe normally, whatever that looks like or feels like for you. And as you inhale, try to push your belly out a little bit. And as you exhale, the belly comes back in. So keeping with this belly breathing throughout your practice, if you can. Don't worry if not, just breathe. And while we're in our seated posture here, take a little side bend. So when you're ready, you might open your eyes, even just a little bit. And we'll stretch our arms out to our sides, sitting up a little bit taller here. On your next in-breath, you can lift one arm up toward the ceiling, stretching that side. And as you breathe out, go ahead and lean over into your side bend, and we're just opening up those ribs in the waist. A couple breaths here. Good, and use your in-breath again to stretch up toward the ceiling. And breathing out, let that arm float down. And breathe in to stretch and reach on the opposite side. Breathe out as you go over. Be nice and heavy through your hips and your legs. Just bending at the waist. And inhale as you lift back up toward the ceiling. And exhale, lower both hands down. Ah, beautiful. Now we'll come into child's pose. So start by just coming onto your hands and your knees here. And from hands and knees or tabletop pose, we'll bring the legs right together. You might give the spine a little arch and a little round. And again, breathing in, little arch in the spine. And breathing out, a nice rounding. Good, so we'll do one more like that. Breathing in, a nice arch, lengthening the spine. And breathing out, spine is long and rounded. Now keep this nice roundedness in your spine as you sit back onto your heels. And then we'll lift upright as we sit on our heels. Good, so if this is not available, that's where that pillow might come into play. You might sit on a pillow instead. So just getting that nice weighted feeling in the pelvis, gently pressing down on the feet and the ankles. This is stage 1 of child's pose, and you're more than welcome to stay here. This is a different pose, but that's okay. You can just get the nice compression through the legs and the feet here and stay. Come into the full child's pose. You might bring your hands forward now and just gently round your back as you lower your belly onto your thighs. And maybe your forehead onto your yoga mat, or maybe onto your hands. If you're not using your hands for support, you can stretch the arms back alongside the body and just let the shoulders fall toward the floor. So curling up here in Balasana, child's pose. Coming back to your breath. And with each breath, relaxing a little more through the muscles. Relaxing a little more through the bones. And finding a bit of stillness here. The only movement you notice is the breathing. Gently expanding and releasing. All other aspects of you can be quiet and still. The muscles, the mind, now this is Yin Yoga, so we take our time in the shapes. We'll be here in a nice, still, and comforting child's pose for another moment. Relaxing the weight of your head into the earth. Relaxing the weight of your shoulders down and around, opening up across your back body. And enjoying a few more breaths here. Beautiful. So we're going to move just as slowly as we can, as we wish. So just start by planting the palms. Again, the hands are going to help us to lift up. So just planting your palms, feel the ground, and then pressing into the hands slowly. Roll your spine back up into that upright, seated position on your heels. And maybe take a deeper breath in and out. Just see how you feel. If it calls to you, you might take a few shoulder rolls here, inhaling the shoulders up toward your ears and exhaling the shoulders down the back. Maybe a couple of these here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, we're just going to shift over onto one side. Stretch the legs forward and just flex your feet, pressing the heels away, maybe spreading the toes a bit. Just giving those heels and legs, ankles, a bit of a stretch after that. And then point your toes. And again, flex your feet, stretching the heels, the ankles, the calves. And point your toes. And one more big flex of your feet. Spread your toes as wide as you can. Press the heels away. And then relax. Nice. So we're coming down onto our backs now. So you can just shift yourself forward toward your feet and plant your feet. And then slowly lower down, maybe just onto your forearms just to begin. So take your time and eventually coming all the way down onto your back. So let's have that pillow, if you have it on the right side of you, just have it handy just in case. And then go ahead and plant your feet and walk them in a little bit closer. And when you're ready, opening your knees, bring the soles of your feet together in a reclined butterfly pose. So this is a big hip and groin opener. If it feels a little bit too much, you can always roll your hands into fists and bring your fists under your thighs here, just around your bum, your hip creases, and kind of support the weight of your legs a little bit better. If that's still a little bit too much, you can always place blocks or books under your knees And you can always pause the video and find those props if needed. But it is meant to be a little bit intense. Just doing your best to relax all the muscles around the pelvis. Feeling that connection between the soles of your feet. Maybe resting your hands on your belly. Feeling the breath rise and fall in the belly. This is a great shape to take if you feel a little bit tense or irritable. Also a great shape to take before you go to sleep at night. Help you relax and let go of your day. And so we're here now, just letting go into the shape. And just a few more breaths here. Breathing in, the belly rises. Breathing out, the belly falls. Let's take 3 more breaths here. No rush. And after that 3rd breath, when you feel complete, go ahead and bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs and press your legs together. Bringing the soles of the feet back to the floor, and maybe walking your feet out a little bit wider, letting your knees knock in, and pressing the lower back into the floor here. We'll finish our practice of yin poses with some windshield wipers, a nice gentle short twist, and a few moments lying on our backs. So with your feet a little bit wider than your hips, maybe even as wide as your yoga mat, go ahead and open up your arms alongside you here, maybe bending the elbows in a goalpost. And then let both of your knees fall over to the right. And here's where you might like to use that pillow to support the left knee if having it hang in space feels a little bit too intense. And we'll just hold and breathe here for just a moment. Just breathing. Maybe turning your head away from your knees, twisting through the neck. And enjoying just 3 more breaths. Belly rising, belly falling. And then bring your head back through center. Press into your feet and bring your knees back through center. And then right away, we're going to take the knees over to the left. And again, you might like that pillow under your right knee. Let the left leg rest right on the ground if possible. And maybe you'll turn your head to the right. Good. So belly rising and falling for 3 more breaths. And then bring your head back through center. Press into your feet, bring your legs back through center. And slide that pillow out and out of your way and give your legs a nice big stretch, reaching your arms up overhead. Good big breath in. And as you exhale, just relax. Maybe slide your arms down alongside your body. Let your legs relax and your toes fall open. Maybe closing your eyes now. Settling in for a moment in Shavasana, a resting pose. Letting the benefits of your yin yoga practice soak into your bones, into your cells. Now there's no rush, but when you feel ready, take a nice deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs all the way. Exhaling, letting it go. And just wiggling through the fingers and the toes. Be rotating the wrists and the ankles. And give yourself one last long stretch with the arms overhead, breathing in. And breathing out, just relax. And slowly, one leg at a time, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. And then when you're ready, you can rock right over onto one side. Pause there. And finally, we'll come all the way up and back to a comfortable seat, the same way we started. So finding any seat that works for you here. And we'll seal this practice. So feel free to join me, bringing the palms together in front of your heart, lifting the elbows out to the sides, and bowing your head toward your own heart. Pausing for a moment of gratitude, appreciation, and just a simple acknowledgement of this practice. And thank you so much for wisely choosing to be with yourself in Yin Yoga today. I hope the benefits of your practice ripple out into the rest of your day or evening. Blessings and love. Namaste. Thanks everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.